Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of ManniCraft with Black Dog Z. Alright, so today we're going to go over some basic stuff for ME. So if you take a look downstairs, you'll see I've ripped a bunch of stuff apart, because we want to get started with ME. So as soon as we get down low enough, ripped apart all this piping. I plan on moving some stuff around. We've got our boiler up and running nicely, as you can see. It seems to be going pretty good. Although I'm still not sure if the wood's going to hold up. I don't know if it produces enough wood anymore. We'll have to look into that. We'll see. I'm hoping it still does. It's producing more than enough sapperlings. If I need to, I could easily switch that over to a liquid fueled. And then just, like, get rid of the wood or something. I don't know. Run a low pressure boiler for the wood. I don't know. We're definitely getting enough wood for now. So let's go ahead and work on ME. So, the first thing for ME that we need to build, of course, is the ME controller. It's the very first item you're going to need. It's going to require some flux crystals, an ME advanced processor, iron ingots. It requires quite a bit, really. Now, I've already started working on some stuff here. I crushed some nether quartz, got some Certus quartz dust, some Certus quartz, some nether quartz, and a bunch of redstone. I'm going to grab a stack of iron here, most likely, because we will need it. And let's get started. We may have to grab some more items, but I'm not sure yet. So let's make 4 flux crystals first. So that's real simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So now we need an ME advanced processor. There's a couple different ways to make an ME advanced processor. Most of those will require the diamond chipset unless you go this method. We are going to need a quartz cutting knife. Now, I don't believe I have one of these yet, so we're going to need to make one. So, we're going to need some sticks. Alright, so we'll go here, 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 here. Quartz cutting knife. So then we can do this. Going to need a diamond and some silicone, which is just nether quartz cooked up. So I'm going to go ahead and cook some of that up. Grab some diamonds. We're going to need one of these to build that, so we'll get that, and then we'll get started. What? I have this. Oh, yes. You can't use the auto recipe system if you have the quartz cutting knife, which is kind of awkward, because the quartz cutting knife has damage values. That should be good. And we'll put that in the oven. There we go. And we have an ME controller. The other thing we're going to need is an ME drive. So it's going to need 2 of these basic processors, which is going to require gold, so let's go grab some. So generally what I like to do, if it requires the cutting knife, is instead of pressing shift, press control, and then you can kind of see where everything goes, and you can build what you need. We need 2 of these, so we'll go ahead and put 2 together. And then we can cook those up. What else do we need in this system? Glass. So let's go grab some glass. Am I keeping any glass in here? No. So we gotta go to the back. There should be glass in this chest. There's clear glass. There it is. Oh yeah, we need a chest as well. If we go to our wood stuff. There we go, we now have an ME drive. Now the other thing that we're going to need is we're going to need I like to build the 4K systems. Albeit it's a little harder to build. You got to build a couple of storage cells, which means ME basic processors. It's not cheap. Let's grab some more gold. We're going to build a bunch of ME basic processors because we're going to need them. And of course, I need to make more of these silicone things. I didn't even think of that. One more, and then we'll let the other 4 cook up. Alright, so back to what we were doing, which was these. So take this guy, put it here. And we'll cook those up. Now for this, I'm going to need some storage cells. 3 storage cells. Okay. And then that should be fairly simple. That should get us started. So the first thing we do is we build 3 of these. And then we build one of these. And then we build one of these. Alright, so we've got our first 4K storage drive. ME drive, ME controller. We're going to need some ME cable, but we need it non-colored. So we're going to need some fluix dust, nether quartz, certus quartz, and redstone. Should be enough for now. No, I'm out of glass. Gonna need some more glass. Alright. So now what was I making? Oh yes, I was going to make cable. So that's enough to get us started. So we need an access terminal, which means we need a conversion matrix, which I should be able to do with what's in my inventory. And I should be able to do that. Oh wait, I'm short on glass. That should now be enough. Alright, so we have everything we need for a very basic ME system. So now our ME system, I think, is going to be right here. Seems like a good place to put it. So we set down an ME controller, an ME drive, and an access terminal. Now we're going to need one power wire so we can get power to it. I do have a few down here. And now it has power. The other thing we need to do is put in our 4K drive. And there we go. So if you take a look, it's not using much, but it's there. Alright, so we now have the very basics of an ME system. It'll store stuff, but it doesn't really do much. I'm going to need sand, so I don't want to use up all that sand. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to need some more cabling. Which means we're going to need more fluix. That should be more than enough. Okay, that gives us 8 cables. We're going to need more. We've got to wait for more glass to be made. But we'll also need a import and export bus. We'll need a precision export, but we only need a basic import. So, in order to build a precision export, we need one of these, which I have, and an export bus. An export bus requires an ME interface, which requires one of these. That's never fun. Build our conversion matrix. Build our ME interface. I need a piston. I don't have everything I need for a piston. It should now have everything I need for a piston. Oh, except for I gotta do that. Build. I'm gonna need another piston, so might as well grab another one. Now, as you can see, I do not have any more processors. So we used all of our processors. So we're going to have to make some more. We go through a lot of processors. Good enough. Cook those babies up. Put the rest of the sand over here. Alright, so that gives us a precision export bus. Now I need a basic import. Basic import requires a sticky piston. We already have a piston, but we need a sticky piston. Alright, so to make a piston sticky, it's really simple. You take rubber. You need the uncooked stuff, though, so that's not going to work. Or, because we live right on the edge of a swamp, slime. Slime ball on a sticky piston equals on a piston equals a sticky piston. So then for import. Okay, so we've got our basic import, our precision export. We're going to need some more cabling. Which means we need more fluix dust. As you can see, we're starting to run low. And we're basically out of glass. Alright. So hopefully we have enough cabling. Basically what ends up having to happen here Okay. Okay. And then we need a cable here. And then we're going to have to break this. Not quite enough. Come on, break. Shouldn't use my hand. Apparently you don't want to use your hand. Alright. I thought those cables would survive if I used my hand. Apparently not. That's alright. We're going to need some more glass. While the glass is cooking up, we'll place 3 more cables, I guess. It's not going to quite be enough. We should need 2 more. Alright, just 1 more. Okay. Oh, oops. That'll be enough cable to get this thing up and running. Okay. I need to get rid of some stuff in my inventory, so let's just go over here. And I broke a power pipe. Where'd it go? It's not in my inventory. I'm going to have to find it later. Probably hopping somewhere. It's alright. Found it. There we go. Get the power back to that machine. Okay. Okay, and that. Alright, so that'll make sure that that stays full, as you can see. Now, I've got to take this wood out. Move it over here before we have an issue. Uh-oh. Looks like we are already having an issue. Okay. So now I've got to get enough flux cable to get over to the steam ovens. Okay. That's not going to be enough. What am I out of? I'm out of dusts. Alright, well, let's go ahead and make another import-export. What am I short? Flux dust. Wonderful. Okay, that should give me enough flux dust to at least build this. I'm gonna need 2 of those anyway. And I'm out of those. Okay. How much more gold do I have? I got a piece of silicone. Good. Sorry about that. Got this cold. Still haven't managed to get rid of it. And where did I put that? Right there. Grab this. So as you can see, no matter how hard you try, you're never actually ready for this system. So, basically what the plan is here is to run an import and export to the coal system and the furnace, sorry, the boiler, get that all up and running. This is going to take some time. Unfortunately, we do not have time to show you the whole thing, so I'm just going to have to show you it afterwards. And we'll just make the whole thing. So, we're going to get to work on that as soon as we can, and see what we can do about getting that working. Alright, have a